Let's see how well I get spanked. 'Cause that's where magic's at. Good morning, peoples. Or afternoon now. Yeah, no, it's still morning, 11:30. So I bought the Mastery Pass because I wanted to play a draft. We streamed the draft live. We did alright. I've made some decks. They're random. A lot of them have like win cards and win scenarios in them and little niches. Some of them are just made by throwing a lot of good cards into one deck and being like, I wonder if this is gonna win. But I don't actually follow any meta, so it's kind of annoying to run across all the people's metas constantly. But that's fine. It's the way the world is. So this is my Rush Wolfgang White deck. Now I know everyone has a form of this kind of deck, so it's not unique. But let's face it, Wolfgang White decks have been around since forever, but they got really rushy when they started introducing these really good low-level cards. Used to be you had to pay for the T for life gain back in the good old 2000s, but now they're just like, who cares? Get him! Well, there's no please. This is on a meme deck. He's at the regular 60. I mean, everyone in this meme deck is like 200. Oh god, that thing. No face, dude. It's gonna keep hitting you in the face. What do I want to do here? He's really strong, and I'm not ready for him because he got him off on the rush. I think I want to get as much on the field as I can. Still got a 4/4. It's got vigilance. Let's go flying. It's all about living now, I think. Stemming off to death from these Death Touch horrible cards. He's like, I don't care, I'm just gonna rush her. Does that much damage to target Planeswalker? Oh, so double hits. Hits Planeswalkers too, no wonder it's strong. So I can't cast Breezy while that thing's out. That's not too bad though, we'll deal with it. Does that reach? Does that reach? Kick him in the face! Oh, a Giga. At least I can block that with anything I want. No. You can hit me with it. I don't care. Oh, there's Breezy. Sure. What do I want to put it on? The Hawk.
Oketra's love is your shield.
You don't have vigilance here. No, you do not. Well, hit me in the face. More health. What did that do? Yeah, I played that thing or whatever before. It's pretty cool. Oh, the troll. I like the troll. When it dies, it comes back as an aura. It's a 3-drop, 4/4 trample. It's it's one of the strongest green cards from that set. So he's going to attack with the 2 nasty things. I saw that coming. He's got no land. He's all tapped out, so I can kill this finally. And you better believe I'm blocking that. Nope, you're not killing my Planeswalker. She didn't deal any damage to me. And I get to make an angel. Woohoo! Okay. Hit Death Touch though. Nasty. Nasty. I think what I'm gonna have to do. How much life do I have to gain? 5 or more.
I trust in your abilities.
Gotta stem off this fucking green rush. If I can. Say 5 or more. 5 or more. I'm not gonna get enough life because I don't have a clerical aura out. If I had my clerical aura out, I'd be right, but I do not. Oh well. Oh, that thing has reach. Ew. Well, I have invincible. I'm invincible. Fuck! Oh no, not the cat chariot. I hate that thing so much because I just don't like cats. So I hate that chariot. Oh. I swear there's someone that's in Magic who's just like, are we doing any cats this set? How about some cats? Draw a card, turn a turn, 5/3. So I can kill that. I can kill that. Mana ramp. Let's see, what do I want to do here? So what's hitting me and what's hitting Breezy? Okay, need to stop the one hitting Breezy. And I can survive the 14 from those two. Okay, let's do that.
Please, let's hope instead.
This cat chariot's stupid. I hate that thing so much. Unadulterated hatred, eh? So I need 5 or more life. So I should make 3 angels this turn. With potential of more.
Oketra's love is your shield.
Need the life. Need the life gain. Do not die on me. At least you have indestructible. He's gonna block you with the tree again. He's still not strong enough to kill it. But you will give me 3 angels. Which I desperately need. Dunk dunk dunk. Whoa. Kill my bird. Haha. Indestructible. Oh, that's right, he's snow mana, it's indestructible. I remember that. I used to hate that. Okay. So that has trample. That's gonna hit me. It's going crazy hard. Nothing has indestructible. So it is a good time to pick off the chariot so he stops making fucking tokens. Do I care about the counters anymore? If I block him one more time, he'll only do 4 damage. He's gonna do 22. He'll be just about ready to kill me. So let's throw you in the way of that. And yeah, everything should win. I mean, Breezy should live if I do this. Now I should make 3 more angels. I'm gonna lose 3. I should make 3.
Let us strive.
And then I'll be able to make a 4th one with the speaker because I'm still over 24 health because I didn't take. Oh no! Wait, no, did I? I don't know. Wait, no, I don't make enough health. I need health this turn. My bird's dead. Oh no. Okay.
I will guard your advance.
So how much mana does that take? 5. Or does it take 6? I don't have the 6 mana. Damn it! Well, that sucked. So, punch him in the face. Let's go. I win. I won. I beat the rush. The green rush. A monstrous green rush. Somehow. Jesus Christ. That was terrifying. That was absolutely terrifying. But we got there. We got there. How many more games do I got to win today? Like 8. If I want to get all my games out of the way. My battle pass. We'll run this white deck one more time, and then we might try a different deck. Might try dinosaurs for a bit of fun. I've got a couple of dinosaur decks. They need tweaking, but yeah, they're good decks. What else have I got to do? I mean, I've got some black decks I've been tweaking. I've got a green deck I've been tweaking. That's just basically got a freaking. It's got a 1/1 like a chance out of hell win rate. But when it does win, it's really fun because it gets out of hand really fast with token production. Got another white deck I want to try too, which is a mana ramp white deck, but I've only got the Helm with the Host in it at the moment. Need more random rare cards so I can build up my stuff. The Inevitable Combat. That's a lot of land. And none of my cards. Ooh, those sleeves. Thank you. Thank you a bit. Party card is a cleric, rogue, warrior, or wizard. Unfortunately, you are a knight, and then you become an eldritch horror. I loved this card when it came out. It was so cool. Turned into this horrifying thing, but it still has first strike, lifelink, and trample. Oh god, now you want to talk? Hello. I was just thinking, like, talking magic is usually not that fun. I think just none of you guys are angels or clerics. I'm a paladin. I'm gonna get this card. I've got nothing interesting. So that's card. Lyra. Other angels you have +1/+1 on lifelink. Yeah, that's so good with Resplendent Angels. That's why I love that card. I remember that now. Because these two sets are around about the same time, and Lyra powered up the cheap Resplendent Angels to give them fucking 4/4 and lifelink. So they'll, if you use it with the Cleric Aura, Lyra, Resplendent Angel, Cleric Aura, you were getting a free angel that turn. What do I want to do? Moonrider! I wish I had a Paladin Aura. Oh, Maker Instances cost more to cast. It's a control person, so I've already lost, because they're just like, I'm looking at what I want to do. I just want to pick your deck apart. And then I'm going to wait until you have no mana left, and then I'm going to cast my shit. When I'm up to like, oh wait, he's like, ah. It's a little bit too rushy for me, or I didn't start with the right hand, or I've been slowly returned, so I might as well just quit. I don't know, one of those ones. If you cast a card that isn't actually in your hand, you'll see a version of it. There you can drag out the cast, the same as if it was really there. It must be for the draft thing that they added. Draft a card, like, what is it? Conjure a card from someone's spellbook or some shit. Ooh, interesting hand. Let's go. Swing and landing. Making a 1/1 life, I guess. It's good use, like, he's really good traction. They are solid. I put them in my deck for a little bit to have a look at them. Overall though, considering that's the start with life playing. Weird picture, right? Not just me. Gonna kill my angel? You should. You should. Chuck it down a portable hole or something? No? Ah, the new Elspeth. There's two new Elspeth planeswalkers that I've never seen before, and considering she's my favourite planeswalker, I really want the fact that she exists now. Ooh. Night deck? Question mark?
I'm just starting to feel like be brave.
Vigilant. What do you do exactly? I know you're good. I remember looking at you. Whenever any attack they create tokens every time they attack. So it's a token deck of some variety. Cutter's power is another creature to control. Ah, yeah, he can kill my angel now. That's cool. Now, do I want to sacrifice her or not? You know, she's not that good. She's really not that good. I don't really care about her.
Well, these times are rough.
I mean, literally, it was only good to get vigilance from her, more so than anything else. They're cool tokens. Does that tap 2 creatures with flying? No, up to 2 creatures. Haha, funny. No, I'm good. Swing low, sweet chariot, come forth to carry me home. What are you attacking with? Everything? I would. Swing for sweet chariot. Let's kill one of these guys. Nice hit. So you basically just get stronger every time you power up. It's kind of cool. Just hit some card draw out there because I need land to get my second Harbinger to produce more tokens. What are you doing? What instance do you have? Tap 2 target creatures. Are you going to keep my lifelink locked down? It's a good card. It's a really good idea. I wonder how many of them you got though. You must be running out by now. I mean, you have 4. 2 happen to be in your hand. How much hitting for now? 10. Okay, let's pick off another one of your dudes. Good damage. Kind of scary. If you manage to tap my lifelink again for another turn, I'd probably be buggered. So I better make sure I have another one then, eh? Gonna kill my heals, Hawk? Yeah, I didn't think about that. I'm an 11 now. I'm gonna swing because I have first strike now. I mean, you're tapped out. I wouldn't do it. You'll lose your big boy. I mean, you'll get some damage. 5. No, you won't get any because I'll just out heal it. Yeah, you're kind of in a really bad spot. Time for me to go for easy.
I will not give up on my goal. I trust in your abilities.
You want to sacrifice your birds? That's interesting. Myself and my stream. Ah, you got draw power now. You must be after like a wipe card.
I have been reborn. We fight together.
Oketra's love is your shield.
Yeah, you're in trouble. You're like, oh, he's starting to attack for everything. Oh no! He's sending all these angels because he's producing a new one in return. Are we like, get him! Kick him in the face! Take the teeth out! Trawler Drake. A Phyrexian Drake. Wow. Kind of cool. So many cards I don't know anything about now when I see them. I try out my helm with the host deck. It's kind of shit, but let's see what happens. Why is it so cold, Daniel? I'm versing a mouse. The mouse is God's son. Weird hand, but I'll take it. Ooh. Oh, it's an OP vampire life gain deck. That's terrible for me. I'm in trouble. That's a bootin'. My ducks don't sound like that, by the way. I'm a little bit like that. Not like that.
They sound exactly like that.
Identical kind of does, I guess. Why is it so fucking cold? This is the funsy deck. Ah! Never good when you see a Phyrexian horror hit the battlefield. Twice that many tokens are created instead? What the? For 4 mana? What the bullshit is that? Put an indestructible counter on him so you can't even kill him. Fucking Phyrexians? What the fuck?
Bring bread and water.
Does he have reach? No, he doesn't. Thank God for
My
that.
sand will protect you.
What's that? Whenever you attack one or more creatures, create green citizens. And you control 10 of those citizens, you can pay. So he's going to, and he's hid away something that's very expensive. Probably like the ceaseless hunger or some shit. Makes 4 citizens straight away. Wow. I'm just going to go good game. This is a funsy deck. Jesus Christ. Flexing horrors are bullshit. Why does Magic always got to do that though? Like, the newest set that comes out adds in these like broken cards that completely fucking destroy all the old sets, and then they're just like, I guess it's reset time.
Yep. Yeah, because they got to get people to want to buy the new decks, right? And let's face it, most people, especially people that play Magic, they want the next best broken card.
Oh yeah, you don't have to tell me twice. Apparently there was these packs that added in historic, powerful cards. And so they added in a whole heap of really powerful old cards, but yet they're all historic. So they weren't like new gen, but they were like online Phyrexians and stuff. And I don't know
I'm
why.
sure it was a high seller. I'm sure they made a lot of money off those.
Yeah, they were real. You know those bundles that you buy for a lot of money? Yeah, they're all that real money bundles.
Yeah, and I'm sure a lot of people bought them.
Tyrant. Multiple turns deck. Interesting. My goal is to make sure you don't get those turns. Oh god. It's the new one too. It's the new Phyrexian one, because there was an old one that was very strong in its own right, but this is the new one. The old one was at least 6 mana. The new one is 5 mana. And then all the new ones turn into this stupid saga that is insanely powerful. And what's this one do? Blah blah, mill 10 cards, blah 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 blah. Until the end of creatures you control gain, blah blah, fight this creature you don't control. Wow, look at all that powerful shit. It's just... You're not going to kill it though. There's no way you're throwing it away. Oh, have you noticed that they added for like $30 US packs of like 4? Oh no, it's like $20 US or $30 US or something. You can now buy 4 random wild cards, like mythic wild cards. So you can make whatever you can pick whatever 4 wild cards you want. I bet you that's a huge seller. People are like, oh, I want to spend $50 this week just to get 4 mythics online. Holy shit, mate. Where'd you go and read this deck from? What's in the meta pool at the moment? Better go look it up. I can't cast anything else, so I might as well do that. Oh, he's gonna sacrifice him finally. Interesting. He can't take the damage, that's why. Freeze plan to work. Or he's got his plan ready, or he's got another one. Hello, Flamewater.
If this is my final fight, then we must win. Please, buy us more time.
He even yells, please buy us more time. That's hilarious. I can make it a 3-3. Not worth it. I'm not even going to get my mana up. Ah, you can't play fun decks against these kind of people. Whatever. He's about to wipe my board with, like, destroy 4 of your things. A land, an artifact. The problem is that there's so many strong cards that become the, like, the this is your only choice now sort of thing. Like, I've seen that destroy 4 of your things card so many times in these OP random decks that people make. You see Mecha Melon got a patch today, Booten?
No.
Balance patch. You should check out the notes. They were talking about how the meta from middle game to end game, then end game meta in it. They're like, apparently it's like Sniper Vulcan combo is the end game meta.
Yep.
I'll say, oh, this is a meme deck.
We always knew that. This has been like that for a long time.
And then to try and fix
Wow.
that,
So people that are below MMR Steel Ball and Steel Ball and Mustang combo has the highest usage rate and win rate. And when
Apparently.
MMR's above 2400, the Vulcans and Vulcan and Marksman combo are the highest usage rate and win rate. Wow.
apparently it works. So whatever. Like, right? It works.
They're saying the goal of this patch is to make the Steel Ball easier to counter, which needs to happen because let's face it, Steel Balls are bullshit, and make Vulcan less irreplaceable. What? So their answer, Stu, is to buff the Arclight? Holy
Yep.
fuck!
No. But they decrease its damage by like a lot as well. They made it shoot faster but decrease damage. And it's only 1 second, 0.1 second faster as well.
Yeah, but that's a lot. That's that much speed on the attacks too. It'll be noticeable. I don't know. That's almost a 50 damage nerf, though. You're right. I'm not sure if that's gonna be good or not.
It's a big damage nerf. It means that they're not going to be up there with shooting the tanks anymore, which is something that they need to do. Like, killing tanks is part of their mojo.
It will make them more viable against people that are massing crawlers and fangs. It will. It'll make them even better than they were at killing infantry.
They only shoot the slightest bit faster though. Like, it's only a little bit faster. But they're trying to make Vulcans not the go-to. And I appreciate that. Nickel balls? Really?
Oh, they nerfed the sniper's attack, but not by much. They nerfed the arc light's attack more than they did the sniper. What the fuck? Like, come on. They only nerfed the marksman's attack by 30. Not even 30. It was like a 23 damage nerf or some shit.
Yeah, I told ya. It's not like it's interesting, but it's not that.
Well, I don't understand why they would do a 23 damage nerf to the marksman, but do an almost 50 damage nerf to the arc light. Like, what?
For a while, I keep looking at him, but I couldn't really see him from here. So.
It made it harder to get the subsidized steel ball card, so you won't get that one as early as you used to be able to get it, because it's considered a level 2 card now.
Watch out. We are the apex predator.
And they nerfed the cost of mechanical division. Or, yeah, they nerfed it. They made it more expensive and they reduced how many crawlers you get. Which is ridiculous to me because I think mechanical division is terrible, but whatever.
Apparently it wasn't shit though. Apparently it was good. Like, apparently it was really good.
Well, I'm sure it was in those cases where people were just like, let's make 5,000 steel balls. But like, the problem is if somebody does that, their enemy just needs to go anti-air. I mean, they just need to go air units and you lose. So it's like, well, whatever.
Yeah, but the crawlers still run through and destroy all your towers and that, and slaughter all your ground people and... Like, I've tried going hard into air when the ground was completely forsaken to me, and all it did was stem the bleeding a little bit. It didn't actually make me win, because then they just buy a couple of snipers, and the snipers just sit at the back going tunk, 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 tunk. Oh man, I wish I had tried again all the time.
You're not scared of dogs, are you?
I want you back in Model
Well, let's
Sun.
face it, that's just because snipers need to be nerfed. Because right now, snipers, they do too much damage. And, like, I agree with them in nerfing the damage, but they only nerfed it by 23. For a unit that does over 2,200 damage.
You have no
A 23 damage
weakness
nerf
I
isn't
cannot
enough.
exploit.
An arc light that did less than 350 damage, or did less than 400 damage, they nerfed it by almost 50. Like, that's just a fucking really weird update for them to do, in my opinion. I'm sorry. I'd like to see the arc light attack faster, but the fact that they kicked it in the nutsack for damage, it's a real problem.
Okay, puppy. Yeah, he just started whinging.
It's definitely a problem.
That stream.
Good puppy. Yeah, people need to look at metas.
Who knows? Arclight might be, I feel them nerfing the damage of the Arclight. My issue with that is that just makes them even less viable against steel balls than they were before.
Yeah, steel balls, and less viable not just against steel balls, but against fucking tanks as well.
Less viable against tanks now, because like they're not going to kill a tank or a steel ball in time. Like they were struggling to kill them in time before.
Yep. You needed multiple
kill
of
one
them,
or
and they
two?
all needed charge shot. You needed a heap of them with charge shot. Don't get me wrong, though.
Right.
You can get them down to like a $50 unit pretty easily. You can either get non-giant units reduced by 50, or you can get decrease the cost of fucking arc lights by 50. And if you get both, you can make them free, which makes them better in price.
Yeah,
like,
but that's too late. That's too late because like you can only get one of those as a tier 1 card, so the other one's a tier 2. So you're only gonna be able to and like you can't bet on getting that card. Like you just can't, right? So it's just one of those things where it's still arc lights are going to be less useful against steel balls. And steel balls were already a problem before. So they were like, oh, we want to make it easier for people to deal with steel balls. And what did they do to remedy that? They nerfed the arc light. That didn't help. They nerfed the mechanical division. Most people I played against that I had a problem with steel balls, they didn't go mechanical division, so that doesn't really help. Let's see here. And then the other one that they did was that they changed a card that makes it so you can only get it at like tier 2 now. That could have been impacted on some of my games, but you know what? Like, that still doesn't fucking help with the problem that steel balls are fucking retardedly strong early game. It doesn't help. Like their solution to the steel ball problem is fucking, you know, like lackluster in effect. Is not going to have the desired result that they're looking for. And the fact that their solution to making the Vulcans seem less irreplaceable is to nerf another card?
To be fair though, I really should have been using mechanical division myself.
Right, but mechanical division only, they even said only that it was only good under 2400 MMR. And there's a reason for that. Because everybody else above 2400 MMR was rushing Vulcans. And so what does mechanical division do against the Vulcans? Nothing.
I really should. There was a point there where I should have pumped a mechanical division myself though, because he was killing all my steel balls with like snipers and that. If I had mechanical division, then they all would have broke apart into 7 crawlers and been so useful there. Like that would have been insane.
Well, they got nerfed now. You only get 5 crawlers now, so it's even less useful now than it was then. It's like what?
I think he had archlights as well though, so even if they did break into crawlers, I think his archlights would have just like cleaned them up pretty quick. Like archlights are already extremely effective. I wouldn't say archlights are the bomb, but they're pretty fucking effective. The Vulcan getting its damage nerfed a tiny bit again though, that's interesting. Like, what they don't realize there though is nerfing the damage on the Vulcan isn't necessarily a good idea because there's one card in the game that gives them like level 5 crawlers. The Vulcan is literally all you can do. If they go that card and they go hard into the crawlers, like yeah, the first turn they can't usually afford many of them, so you might lose to them the first turn. But like, if you don't fucking buy the if you don't fucking buy the Vulcan next turn when he's got fuck tons more of them, then you're gonna wanna like.
Oh, they did change Rocket Punch. It's cheaper now, and I noticed that last night. So we must have been playing this patch last night. Just
it was here this morning when I checked, so I had to update for this morning.
Oh, it must have been in last night because last night when we played, my Rocket Punch only cost 250, and I was like, huh, why is it cheaper? But anyways, they also adjusted the Rocket Punch trigger conditions. So now it used to be 40% HP and 70% HP, but now it's 55 and 85. And I noticed that last night too. Because I was waiting for the Rocket Punch to go off, and like I'm like, oh, and it seemed like it was taking forever for it to actually trigger. But that's because yeah, they increased the amount of health you have to be missing before it actually triggers the Rocket Punch. So your fortune has to be over halfway damaged before it triggers a Rocket Punch, which does make a difference. It does matter. Because that means that their enemy units have more time to hit you and shit like that before your Rocket Punch actually goes off. And a lot of times, the fact that they moved it from 40% to 55% and 85% means that there's a lot of times where your fortress will hit 55% health, shoot over the Rocket Punch, and then he'll die before he can get the second one off. Like if he's getting lasered down by a bunch of steel balls or something like that, right? Like he'll just die because like he won't send out the second Rocket Punch if the first one's still flying in the air or some shit.
Oh, it's cold. Is he going in his basket, or are you giving them to me, or? Okay.
Oh, excuse me.
Welcome back, Daniel.
Alright.
What's this? He's right there. He's got a bit of bread. He's got a bit of bread in his mouth. I didn't know where he found it. I didn't know if you gave it to him. Alright, come and sit with Dad. I'll stop streaming in a second.
No, you don't.
Ooh, that was a weak door. Shit.
Good boy.
I could just make fucking solar power shit. Can't just crap those, you gotta buy them.
No, I don't need anything.
I got the battery bank.
Okay. No. Good boy. Hey, Arthur.
Ballistic table.
Yeah, she's easy to love, isn't she?
Okay.
Calm down, little Arthur. Calm down. It's okay, Arthur.
Meat tin it.
What did my sound just fuck up for?
Chem. Carpenter, mechanic. Oh, I don't have a maintenance table, see? Oh, you can make a generator. Oh shit. Oh, I have a generator.
Gee, that'd be a good skill to have in the fucking end of the world. You know, make a generator. Good boy, little Arthur.
Soon cool. I need.
Hey, hey, hey.
Oh no, fucking where? Sure. Type it in. Ball list.
Like I said, see what I'm doing?
Mhm.
You
Yep.
you don't need.
Maintenance.
If he's whinging past that, that means he wants to go twice.
Okay. No, he's been outside. Okay.
You want anything?
No.
I'll try and bring back home KFC lunchbox thing.
Oh, only if you can. Like, don't do it if they're fucking busy. Okay.
I've got my phone on.
Be careful.
And he'll heal but move his foot.
No, if he whinges, I'll just duck outside real quick.
I just go to the third triangle. I go to the third triangle. That's all I do. Alright, I'm back.
Okay. Hello, little one. It's okay. It's okay. Here. He wiped my board. Motherfucker.
Is the place at?
It's okay. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. It's okay. Ah, it's okay.
Iron bar. 4G. Set it up.
What's up? What's up, little man? Take that in the face.
Random shit on it.
Some powerful fucking random shit this guy's got in his deck. I have seen this deck before though. I've seen this whelp a lot.
10mm. 262.
Seen that whelp a lot as well. Got some alpha from 2023. Oh, just good game. Alright, take this guy toilet.
Oh, that's steel. I don't have that. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ, it's cold. So what you doing, Boots?
I'm just thinking, because like I feel like a lot of the issue with snipers and these like really high damage units are people getting units that just do insane amounts of damage because their levels are just like getting out of control on their units. Like I personally think they need to redo the armor cards, not cards, but the armor abilities on units, the ones that have armor.
Elite Marksman
Instead of
is
just
another problem too. Elite Marksman makes things way too strong.
Right, there's no counter early game for Elite Marksman. Your Arclight just dies. Like, say you get armor, it doesn't matter. Just why? Because the armor on a Arclight sucks donkey dicks against snipers. It doesn't actually give them any kind of meaningful survival against a sniper.
I get that though, because that's exactly why they exist. These snipers exist to take out high health units.
Right, but I'm not disagreeing with that, Stu. But what I am disagreeing with is them kneecapping you in your ability to actually fucking deal with snipers. as a decision on your end as a player. Oh, he's got snipers. What do I have to do to be able to beat the snipers? Right? Like, what is your play? You don't, and if you considering what your board already is,
your play generally.
not
Okay,
have any
so
other
if they have
options.
snipers, your play is meant to be infantry.
against you, that might not always
But
be a fucking viable
It lasts.
option.
It lasts a whole 3 minutes until they fucking decide to get a Vulcan or go hard into the
Right.
Arclights.
Exactly my point. It's not a good, just saying, oh, you're supposed to flood them with small units. Yes, that's obvious. But the problem with that, Stu, is that there's a hard counter to infantry. There is not a hard counter to snipers. There is, I'll repeat, no hard counter to snipers. Why? Because they have insane range and insane damage. So you can't counter them. You literally can't. Not when the answer is easily countered by a standard play that has now become standardized into the meta of the game. You get Vulcans by turn 4 or 5. Why? Because you have to deal with the infantry flood. Why? Because you're probably going snipers. Why? Because Vulcans and snipers are the strongest combo in the game.
Yeah, snipers kill everything else. Vulcans kill fucking everything on the ground.
Scared out, man.
You probably don't want to listen to.
Anyways.
Arthur.
Oh, that's totally fine. That's totally fine. You know, I get it. There's times when I come in here and him and Rick or Matt are talking, and I was like, oh, and I step out too. So I don't really feel bad. But anyways, and just let's hear me out, because my idea is to, if they revamped the armor abilities, and instead of it just being a flat 60 damage reduction per level of your unit when you take that upgrade, they could have 3 different armor cards. They could have a light armor, a medium armor, and a heavy armor. So light armor card would be the just straight up 60 flat damage reduction, like the current one is per level. They could have a medium armor that costs more to buy, but instead of getting 60 flat damage reduction, you only get a 30 flat damage reduction, but you also get a 20% damage reduction across the board.
See, my problem though is if you do too much with the snipers, because you got to remember those armors can be bought on fucking tanks as well and on roly-polies. So if you do too much on the snipers, then your tanks are just going to go to fucking town. Like, the tanks are just going to be unstoppable, because those tanks can get out of hand fucking so fast.
Against you, I said more expensive. As in, like, the medium armor, instead of only being $100, is now $300 to get the medium armor. Or maybe $400 for the medium armor. And those scale, Stu. Remember, those scale. Those armor cards, like cards in general, like the early light armor scales. Maybe the medium armor doesn't need to scale. Maybe medium armor it's always just a 30 damage reduction with a 20% or 30 flat damage with the 20% across the board damage reduction, but it doesn't scale. Like, it doesn't get better with unit levels, right? And then the heavy armor could be something along the lines of the 60 damage reduction plus maybe the 60 flat like the normal light armor is, but that also has the percentage, but maybe that one could be 30% damage reduction across the board instead of 20%. But that one also does not have levels, right? So only the light armor would actually scale with the unit level. Why? Because the light armor really isn't that good. It's only really good against really small units like wasps and fangs. If you want to have something that's actually going to give you survivability against high damage things like fortresses, like snipers, and rhinos, you need to have percentage damage reduction against those units. Why? Because arc lights and tanks have such low health pools.
You're right.
I'll hit 844s.
Back, sorry. It's in a very.
Yeah, no, because I just think that if they have more options for your loadout for armor choices, like you could choose to take the light armor or the medium armor or the heavy armor, and they cost more.
I think they need to.
Like I said,
I think they need to make infantry more useful though. Like it shouldn't just be buy one Vulcan and everything dies. I think
looking from the perspective of this, dude. Say you have tanks. Say your tanks are level 2, and say they have 10,000 health. I don't know how much tanks level 2 have, but let's just say they have 10,000. I think it's around more like 8,000.
Yeah, it's 8,000 or something, if I remember.
What good does the armor card currently serve when a sniper that's like level 4
it's
or
only
5
good
that's
it's
doing
only good against
15,000 damage?
Yeah, no, it's only good against infantry. That's the only reason you buy the armor cards on anything.
Right. Which is why I feel they need to have
in that
different levels of
perspective though,
armor
it
cards
serves
that
its
you can
purpose.
get.
It does serve its purpose in where it is.
I'm just saying that
if you buy the armor on,
better if there was different armor options, is what I'm saying.
If you buy the armor on like an Overlord, for example, the cars suddenly can't fucking scratch it.
Yeah, no, I understand that. But when you're talking about cards that have high damage numbers, there's no counter. You can't take a loadout that's like, oh well, if they're gonna get something that's snipe, they're gonna go rush snipers, and I want to be able to, be able to do generally better against snipers. So I'm gonna get some heavier armors that's really expensive investment when you buy that armor upgrade on that unit, but it's gonna make them live and be able to take more than one sniper shot, right? So instead of dying in one hit to a sniper, it takes the sniper 2 or 3 hits.
That's where the problem is. It's 100% with the infantry.
Well, what's the problem with the infantry?
Because the infantry is not useful enough to stop the snipers. And that's where it is. If they're going snipers, you're meant to go infantry. Problem is, your infantry just fall down like a wet fucking ragdoll, and they only need to put one Vulcan in the middle of the board or 2 Vulcans on the sides. That's it.
Right.
All the infantry are suddenly counted 100%. Like not just infantry and cars.
So what
are
do you
suddenly
think the
full
issue
counted.
is? Do you think that they just need to fucking take the fucking Vulcan out of the game? Maybe the Vulcan should have been a smaller unit like the Arclight that you can choose to buy one, but they die fairly easily, Like, why does the Vulcan that is your infantry clear, like this big monstrosity that's like insanely, like your infantry are going to die before you can kill the Vulcan, almost guaranteed? Right? I think that's part of the problem.
Like I've had crawler units kill archlights. Like this guy chucked an archlight on his flank to kill my crawler unit, but I upgraded my crawler unit, and it's like the level 2 crawler still killed the level 1 archlight. So when you put that into perspective, like, yeah, the problem is the Vulcan. That's the problem right there. It's the Vulcan. 100%. The problem is the Vulcan, and that's why they keep decreasing the Vulcan's damage.
Right.
But it's never going to make the Vulcan, like, what they need to do, and this is what they really need to do, is make the Vulcan's range fucking pathetic. Make it like Bee's dick in front of it. Like, literally 2 steps in front of it.
Or maybe they could get a fire armor card or fire resistance card that you can put on your loadout for your infantry. That gives them a little bit of fire damage resistance.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea, because then that also works on the missile launcher fire. That also works on
Yeah.
the drop from the card drop fire.
Right. And it wouldn't make them invulnerable to fire, but it would just make them last a lot longer than they do currently in fire.
Or make them invulnerable
Right.
to fire. It doesn't make them invulnerable to archlights. Archlights can still clean up infantry really well if you've invested enough archlights.
Yeah, well, I still don't think it should be make them invulnerable to fire. Maybe it could be like per level, like you get a 10% damage resistance to fire per level of the unit. Or maybe it could be 20%.
You're
So
talking
that
like
means a
fire
level 3
armor.
Fang-
Make it like fire armor.
Right. No, not fire armor, but fire resistance, right?
Well, what's
So,
a Vulcan do? Like, what? I can't. I only have one screen up. But how much damage does the Vulcan do now? With the
85.
85.
They nerfed it from 86 to 85.
So if they put armor, if armor worked, if you had fire armor, it reduced the damage down to 25. If it was
Well,
just
it depends
working.
on the level of the unit. Let's just say it was 20% per level of the unit, right? So that means yes, you could get 100% damage immunity to fire, but your unit your infantry would have to be at least level 5 or higher.
And then if they level their they level their Vulcan, you won't keep up with it. But that's still fine. Like, that works. An armor for fire works. How much health does a crawler have, I guess? Get him here. No. Come here. Get in your box. Stay there.
I guess my problem with that, Stu, and this is a small problem, but it's still a problem, is that if they put that fire armor card in for infantry, for Fangs, guess what? It would be required. It would be a mandatory take. Why? Because fire is that big of a fucking problem. Guaranteed, if they put that card in this too, like we were talking for the Fangs, it's what everybody would take. Everybody would have it on their Fangs. Everybody.
I'd be fine with it.
Like, nobody would not. It wouldn't be a non-negotiable take. And so, what does that say about the design, though?
Still an upgrade, though. It's still an
there's
upgrade.
no
Upgrades aren't
options?
cheap. Like, it makes another upgrade for your Fangs that you need to buy. So it still ends up being, like, not that bad. Make it the same price as regular armor on the infantry.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. I'm just saying, like,
Have been reborn.
yeah, no, I think I agree with that.
It's honestly not that bad of an idea, really.
Form up on me.
And then also, I don't know how they have the Vulcan coded for. So it does 85 damage, fire damage, right? Like, but what is the tick rate of that fire damage? Because if it's 85 fire damage a second, even if you had a 20 damage fire resistance at level 1, I think your infantry would still fucking fall over really quick. So I don't know. I guess that's something they'd have to test with the numbers, but yeah, like the fire armor is or fire resistance. And what I don't even know what you would call it from a lore perspective. Instead of calling it a fire armor or fire resistance, it would be like fire repair drones or some shit like that, right?
No, just fire retardant. That's literally what they call. Isn't it called
Fire retardant.
Yeah, like, isn't it called tardant or something that you put on fire to stop fire from burning through? Like, what's on the fireman's
yeah,
suits?
a fire retardant, but you know.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
No, like, you had a really good idea. Like, that's an idea I'd even pitch on the forums. It's a really good idea. It would stop the Vulcans from being so, oh my fucking god, because the Vulcans are still extremely, when they level up enough, they're still extremely effective on tanks, on rolly balls, on, like, they're just effective against everything. So there's no way around it. Like, they're just strong in general. The Vulcans are just this like, oh, you don't own the air? Well, I'm going to kill everything on the ground. Pretty much. And they have too much health. So that by the time you kill them, usually they've already destroyed half your attacking army, if not more.
Yeah. Well, the problem is that a Vulcan can literally wipe out 10 units of fangs in like 2 seconds.
Be corrupted.
And if you park your
like, what?
Vulcan right up against the border, it immediately destroys all their fangs. Like you say, you park it right up against the border, it just like opens fire immediately and destroys them all.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the speed at which it can kill units. It's not the fact that the Vulcan can actually kill infantry, and it's not the fact that it can kill them fast. It kills them way too fast. Way too fast.
But you had a great idea. I'd pitch that idea as a technology upgrade. It'd be a great idea. It would help balance both the snipers and the Vulcans in one go. Because infantry just not falling down and dying instantly would rebalance the snipers immediately. So you'd balance 2 units in one go.
Yeah, no, I'd agree with that.
And it still costs you like $300 or whatever to buy the armor upgrade. So it's not like oh shit, I can just do that. You need to still buy it.
And it's not like the Vulcan doesn't have solutions to the fire resistance or the fire armor or whatever you want to call it, depending on how it's implemented. Because like you can just buy the damage upgrade on the fucking Vulcan, right?
Yep, you can. You really can. But then it forces people to buy that upgrade, which is about fucking time. Because most people just buy range on the Vulcan, which is horrible. Then the Vulcan's just killing your infantry faster and more more effectively when you buy the fucking range upgrade. It's like, oh my god, range on Vulcans is horrible! People put fucking the sniper scope on them as well, and then they just like burn shit to death in mass. Then the puppy cried itself out. It's got too much of a hold on the household.
Why? It's trying to demand your time.
Nah, Sarah just won't let it cry itself out. So every time it cries, she runs and is like, "What do you want? Do you want this? Do you want that? Do you want some toys? Do you want some food?" So the dog's just gone into super spoiled
what
mode
he
now.
wants is he wants attention, right? He wants Sarah's attention. He wants her to pick him up and play with him or do whatever, right?
Yep. He
doesn't want to be by himself.
He's 100% dominating the household now.
Yeah, no, you can't baby a dog like that. You just not when it's crying like that. You just gotta ignore it. Ignore it and walk away. You gotta teach him that, because if you run in there every time he starts crying, you walk away and he starts crying, you run back in, you rinse and repeat. You're teaching the dog, you're conditioning the dog that when you cry, I will come in and give you all my attention.
So while she's going downtown and do a bit of shopping and stuff at Big W, I've just like got it on cry training. It's like, fucking cry yourself out, I don't care. But it takes the guy to do that. Girls just can't, apparently.
Yeah, they can. Depends on the girl. I know a lot of women that are really good at training dogs.
Red, white, green. Let's try that one. Now he's calming down because he's realizing he can't get out. So he's just like laying down and whinging on the ground. He's starting to calm down a bit.
I'm not saying you can't give him toys, but he has to learn that, you know, if you're not giving him attention, the crying isn't the answer. And the only way he's going to learn that is by letting him cry it out, right? And not getting the desired response that he's looking for. Then guess what'll happen? He'll stop crying because he knows it's not going to get him anything. He's not going to get any treats. He's not going to get any attention. And so then he'll start
Oh yeah, that's
realizing
it.
that well, I need to entertain myself.
She walks over and gives him food, treats her. Don't get me wrong, she's a great mum with him. She's doing so well with him. She's taught training him and everything, but she just can't, like, leave him alone either. Like, he's not getting any alone time.
Right. And dogs do need that. They need that. It's part of their development process of raising a dog.
Oh, Theo never
They
got
need
it.
to have-
Theo, that's why we didn't do our 10-year anniversary. We spent over $1,000 for our anniversary
what?
trip. For our anniversary trip, and then we didn't go because Theodore is too attached.
What do you mean? Like you didn't have anybody to watch the dog? Or are you saying that he wouldn't stop spazzing out?
He's a really depressive dog. If we left him at home, even for like, 'cause it was meant to be like 4 days at a 5-star retreat, like 5-star hotel and that. So it was meant to be this awesome away anniversary thing that we were doing, but Theodore just couldn't do it. He like if we did it to him, he would just be so depressed.
Yeah, but it's a dog. He'd get over it.
Yeah, he's also very old though, so we don't want him to have to go through that. He's 9 this year and 10 next year.
Don't want him to go through what? A couple days away from you?
Yeah, it's a couple of days of depression.
That's crazy. It's just crazy to me. It's just crazy to me.
He's our little kid.
No, I get it. I understand. Like I'm super attached to my dog too. It's hard for me to stay away from my dog, but it's just like if I have to go away for a couple of days, it's like it's not the end of the world. If it was like a month, then that'd be a different story.
So yeah, like in answer to will she will she let Arthur cry himself out? No, 100% would not. She's like, I just can't do it. I can't listen to him. I've literally seen her run over and be like, "What do you want? What do you want?" It's like he wants you, and it worked.
Yes. Yes, I agree. That's exactly what he wants, and it's exactly what he got. And if you keep up that process, you're going to be shooting yourself in the foot. That's how you end up with a 10-year-old dog that will literally have a heart attack and die if you leave it for a day.
Yeah, that's what we're worried about. He's just too old to. Yep.
I'm not saying that can't happen to dogs, because obviously that does happen. Like, I just had this conversation with my girlfriend the other day. She was, because her grandma had a dog and it passed away, and my girlfriend tried to tell me that it died because it was away from her grandma for more than a couple days, and I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Like, the dog had a heart attack because it was so sad. Like, I don't think so. But, you know, she swears up and down that that's what happened, and I'm like, okay. I suppose if you already had a pre-existing health condition and your anxiety got high enough, I suppose you could, you know, an animal like that could have a heart attack and die. But a healthy animal should not have a heart attack and die.
Yeah,
Just
but
because it's old
when a little dog
and has
gets to
anxiety.
10, they definitely aren't healthy anymore. They've got to whatever the issue is at that point.
Yeah, so they can depends on the breed. Yeah, might be right there. I'm not an expert on dog physiology, but I do know that smaller dogs tend to get really high anxiety, and on top of that, they tend to have a lot of heart issues as they get older. That's the number one cause of death for Chihuahuas is heart failure. And small dogs in general.
Oh, look at that. He's not whinging anymore. He's just sitting there trembling. Watching me. He
But
finally
I think,
cried himself
yeah,
out.
I do think that dog breed probably has a bigger role in that. I think bigger dogs tend to not have that issue, depending on the breed, though. Because, like, for example, like German Shepherds also have that problem because they're German Shepherds are prone to having like high anxiety. But depending on the pedigree of the German Shepherd, not all of them have it, but like it's just one of those breeds that tends to have that trait.
He's laying down now, finally. He's all calmed down. That took a hot minute.
Well, yeah, you taught him that if he keeps crying, he's not going to get a response out of you, and he knows that now. If you do that consistently, Stu, whenever Sarah leaves, he probably won't cry if you don't give him attention. But the moment Sarah comes in the door is when he's going to start crying. Why? Because he's going to learn. He's going to associate with Sarah being the one that's going to come running and helping him, not Stu. Because dogs aren't dumb. They're smart. They'll pick that up. They're smart. Might take some dogs longer to pick up certain things than others, but like generally speaking, he'll figure that out. He'll know. I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't start crying the moment Sarah walks in the door. Like if Sarah walked in the door 5 minutes from now, I'm sure he would probably start crying.
Immediately.
Because he knows that she's here and she's going to come running when she hears him. Plus, he's probably, once he hears her voice, he's going to be excited that she's home, right? So, like, it makes sense. He's not doing it because he wants Sarah to come see him solely. It's also because he's excited that she's home, right?
I told her she just needs to put a headset on and go out and sit outside, and I'll let him cry it out.
Well, something you could, if you wanted Sarah to make an attempt, maybe you should give her the suggestion of, however you want to put it, but maybe pick one day a week where like that's the day you're going to try to at least put your foot down on
cage time, pen time.
When he cries.
That's what I call pen time. Like it's
or a certain time of day. Right, it could be a certain time of day too. Or maybe it could be every day, but a certain time. Between 8 9 o'clock, it's I'm not going to listen to you cry, and I'm going to go do something else for that 1 hour.
Right? Yeah, well, she should
that will help. It'll help.
She should take Theo walkies, and then I should let him cry it out. Or we should leave him behind.
Do you have a kennel for him? Does he have a kennel or
he's got a puppy pen that we just make up and put wherever we want instead of just having a kennel. We either put him outside in the puppy pen or we put him in his room. Like we put him in the room with us. He's a very spoiled. They're very spoiled. Anyway, good game. I have no intention of finishing this one. You can swing for 4, 5, 6. I didn't get any good cards. Did you want to do some Mechabellum or something?
I thought you'd never ask.
Well, let me stop this stream. Intermission. And we'll swap over the Mechabellum.